Hi, hello. So I just wanted to create a short little video here. These are some English peas that are growing on this chalice, and what I wanted to let people know is that during certain times of the day, the plants are at their peak of growing and maturing in their, process of creating the delicate little fruits and vegetables that they produce. So, um, you know, consciously gardening, um, when I choose to do, I'm sorry for the cars going by, there's no way to prevent that. So we'll do what best we can with what we have. But when we're gardening consciously, I've, I'm very aware of myself and others in my presence, and including plants. So I can sense what their intentions are, just like they can sense mine. And animals can do the same thing. They sense when people are good or not good for them to be around, and they bark if they're a dog or run away if they're a cat or whatever. So it's the same thing with me, and plants can communicate and convey that information to one another also, but also to, they can convey that information and receive that information from us when we walk by them too. But they don't interpret it the same way because they're plants and they're unable to get up and walk away like a dog. They can't do anything. They're harmless and they're defenseless. So I just wanted to maybe just create a short little video for everyone today, just to remind you that if you happen to be going by a restaurant or something, like this one here, which is an amazing little place where they're growing some, lovely little fresh vegetables and herbs here in front of their restaurant. And this is some lemon thyme here, which is very amazing. And the English peas, I'm sorry for touching you. Do ask first for permission to touch them, not just from God, but from the store also. Use good manners when you're here in front of these places. I'm in Asheville right now, or a town called Black Mountain, which is just outside of Asheville actually. And so I want you to use good manners and remember to ask first before picking anything like this when you see it on the side of the road like that, first of all. And second of all, in your process of asking, if you're really in tune with your heart, you can ask your heart, is it highest and best for me to be picking a fruit or a vegetable off of this plant right now? And specifically at this time of day. So because the plants, it's getting dark now, the sun is going down, they're bearing their fruits during the day, but also overnight, they have a process that they go through similar to people, well, similar to any living thing, of growth spurts and times when they grow and mature and times when they're resting and they're sleeping. So at night, just like the animals, they go to bed around the same time every day, like clockwork. And they also wake up at the same time every day. They feed at the same time every day. They communicate with each other all through the day. At night, they're sleeping. So, and they rest. But if they need something, they'll communicate at night also, just like people. So I just wanted to let you know, these are things that most people may not realize about plants or animals. And maybe some even believe that's not true. But I'm here to share the information, the wisdom that I have. And it's for those who are ready, willing, and able to receive that from me. Not everybody is, and I understand that. So that's okay. I don't want you to think that you have to change your ways of being for me. We don't want that at all. Just sharing for those that are ready and willing and able to receive that from me and process it with integrity. So that way you can learn from me, and certainly, we can learn from each other. So this is just something I learned from my experiences with conscious gardening and asking first my heart about, did some meaningful deductive reasoning and, just using my common sense and trusting my intuition. And, through my own unique process of sharing with myself and others, I was able to come to these conclusions. So now this is really just based on my intuition and my abilities as a spiritual vessel for spiritual healing. So that's a natural talent and ability that I have. So I believe that, with that gift of healing that God gives certain people, we all have the gift of the ability to heal ourselves. Our bodies all have the ability to do that. And through the right support from the right people at the right time, for the right reasons, we're all able to connect with that inner being within us, that divine intelligence within us that really knows these things already. So if this is resonating for you, leave a comment below or a like, and leave me some feedback on your thoughts about it. We're here to learn from each other. So I want to hear about your experiences with plants and, maybe your thoughts about this video. So thank you so much for being here with me today, with us, I should say, and for using your good manners and just asking first, not only from, the store, but also from your heart that knows things before you do. It has a much bigger intelligence, and I know I'm getting into information now about the heart that maybe some people don't know about also, but it has its own intelligence within it that is much bigger than the brains, and it has the ability to know things that we don't know consciously in our minds. We may not know everything that our hearts know, but they're very, very, very intelligent. So, depending on our, consciousness. So, we may have different views on that, and that's okay. So, again, I'm not asking anybody to change for me or to follow me on this subject or, do anything different. I'm just sharing my experiences here that I've had and things that I've learned from them. So, thank you for being here today. I hope you have a great one. Bye.